I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck, but we all there, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
Greetings, greetings. I hope everybody can hear me. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. This is Dr. Amira Sankofa Kwali or Dr. Hey. Greetings. Oh my goodness. We're going to talk some peach today. We're going to talk about that girl. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about peach girl. What are you talking about? She got a lot of stuff going on. So I think we got to catch up with Peach and her in this situation with old girl too. We're going to probably try to revisit that at some point today. Now, yeah, I know I'm gonna be on and off today because I got a lot of stuff to do. Busy. Got to finish cleaning my house. I did halfway. I did it, where I could get on here, and then I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do the deep cleaning again today. Y'all know I have to deep clean here and there. And today it's definitely a deep clean. Okay, great. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. So now, what I want to say to you, Okay, let me make sure I see. Oh, how you doing, Gemini? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Thank you so much for coming into the parlor room. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Now, again, of course, y'all know that when y'all enter into my house, make sure you take off your shoes. Reason why I ask people to take off their shoes, because it makes sense. I mean, if you take off your shoes, guess what you can do? You don't drag in that energy from the outside in. That means spiritual, mental, psychologically, and physically. Okay, so without further ado, let's make sure we stop at the crystal bar and we get our crystals here. This is where we get our beautiful, beautiful crystals. Make sure y'all grab your crystals. Yes, loud and clear. Loud and clear. Excuse me. Ooh, I was talking like St. Louis. Thank you so much. Anywho. Now, we're going to go into the parlor room. Make sure y'all grab everything y'all need to grab here at the, I got snacks for y'all. Make sure y'all grab everything at the crystal bar, okay? Now, we're going into the parlor room. How you get into the parlor room is you type in the chats. That's how you get into the parlor room to be seen. Now, for those that want to stay in the bushes, okay? You can stay in the bushes if that's what you choose to do. I'm trying to tell you. However, do keep in mind that by you staying in the bushes, you are not going to be seen. And what we call the bushes, we call it the bean room. We call it that bean room. Okay, so if y'all want to stay in the bushes, then y'all welcome to do that. Okay, now let's get started. Without further ado, I took a long time to get started yesterday. I was just like, man. So it looks like we got good vibrations. Before I even got started, I made sure. So hopefully. So Peach goes in here and she wants to talk about, good morning, Darla. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. So of course Peach is in here. She got this I don't understand why she keep dyeing her hair like this. She looks ridiculous. I'm sorry. And she looks like she has thyroid issues. Her neck is like really swollen. I hope she go and get that checked out. I'm not trying to be funny. When I say certain things, I'm not even being funny. Like, she really need to get that neck checked out. I don't want nothing to happen to her. Like, we got to still react on her. I don't want to react on her from from somewhere that's not conducive to her energy, right? I want her healthy. We want to see healthiness, right? So anyway, let's get started. Here we go. Let's do a screen share. And now the time is here, so I face that final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain, and live the life that's full. I travel each on every highway, and more than this. I did it my way. Y'all don't know. You haven't been asleep. I went to sleep. I went to sleep shortly. I went to sleep a little bit. I said, I'm going to get me some sleep on. I got a little sleep. You know what I'm saying? Got a little sleep. I laid down, woke up about 6 something this morning, and then just kind of been up ever since. Okay, let's get started. All right. Oh, come on, Peach. What was her? So Mama just said, "We already think we're gonna call her Peach. She got a peach head." You know what I mean? So it was just like, and because she calls herself Peach, she dies of her peach. Is that what it is? Jeez, Ronald McDonald. Ronald McDonald sitting on the fence. Ronald McDonald, get the doctor quick. No more Peach just sleeping on the bed. I don't know. Really weird. Good afternoon. Good morning, I should say, Amelia. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Darla, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Y'all make sure y'all take off y'all shoes. Y'all know what it is. Gemini, welcome to the Crystal Palace if I didn't speak earlier. I'm trying to light my sage. I know what it is. Y'all heard this. I heard that. Don't play. You know, I get to doing talking about these moms. I gotta light my sage. You know, I gotta keep my sanity. I don't want that nasty energy evolving into this room. Yeah, I made up a word. Evolving. Yes, that's the word I just made up. Okay. Okay, there we go. Got a nice little ashes going. I don't want to say the other word. I did it my way. Each careful turn, one step I made. Yes, there are times when I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. And each shadow falls. Okay, I'm gonna stop. She has some cute children. Look at that little boy. Let the record show I took all the blows that I did it my way. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Okay, fine. Oh yes, I'm burning that sage. Yes, I'm light your sage, please.
This is currently at my house. They have said I do.
Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me cut this up a tad bit. I'm gonna cut up two. Rock.
And marijuana, all this other stuff. So I'm about to take a drug test. It's completely voluntarily, but I'm gonna take it. All right, so this is what it looks like. Here's my urine sample. I drink a lot of water. All right, Peach Patch. So once again, this is the Florida Department of Children and Families, and that is my urine sample. My husband is in here cooking dinner.
So you are negative for everything.
Because I don't do drugs. Thank you.
You are good. So you don't do.
All right, Peach Patch. So here's a copy of my drug test. Everything is negative. Weird. All right, Peach Patch. So now my CPS investigator is leaving our house. And all of my kids are remaining in my home. It sucks to have stuff like this happening. And all of my kids are staying in my home. All of them. That lady got a husband and 7 kids, and y'all keep on calling CPS on her, and they keep letting her keep them. She's a great mom. All right, Peach Patch. CPS just left my house, as you guys see in the video, and I did take and pass my drug test. I always tell y'all, I don't do drugs of any kind. I don't drink alcohol of any kind.
We don't think you do drugs. At least I don't think you do drugs. I think something wrong with you though, but I think some of these other, I ain't gonna lie now. I'm gonna be real with you. I think some of these other moms have substance abuse. I just think you just yucky. That's all. I just think you nasty with your family. Now, I don't know about what type of mother you are. I mean, I know you do take your children out on occasion or whatever you do. I mean, you do things with your children. I just think you dysfunctional. You know what I mean? I think you would have a very dysfunctional relationship. I think, good morning, Mimi. How you doing? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. You know what to do. Yeah, I just think you're dysfunctional. I mean, that's not good either, though, Peach. I mean, come on now. I think you're really dysfunctional. I think you and Wood have a very dysfunctional relationship. That wasn't a voluntary drug test. If you was administered by CPS, no, it was not a voluntary drug test. Like, I don't know what you said. Especially if they had to come in your house and say, "Come on, let's do it now." Good Lord, that's like I've never been through that. Oh God, knock on. never will I go through that. I'm not going through that. That's which is why partly I know some of these people are crazy. And which is why I'm not putting my family here on the YouTube streets, right? I do, I talk about people, but I'm not gonna share my son's situation with y'all because I know, no, no, and he is definitely well maintained. I assure you, and they already know. If they tested her on the spot, then why did Jazz have to drop her kids off at her mom's house and then go and take her drug test? I don't know. Maybe she's in Florida and Jasmine's in Texas. I don't know. I've never seen them drop you right there on the spot. Maybe Jasmine's was more. Maybe Jasmine's situation was more. I don't know, voluntarily, or maybe Peaches was volunteer. I don't know, y'all. Don't give me the line. It's so I don't know everything. I know a lot about how CPS roll, but when it comes to the drug test and all that other stuff, I don't know because I never had to take a drug test with CPS. You know what I mean? I never had to go in there and go, oh, I'm gonna take this drug test. You know what I mean? I never had to go through any of that, and I hope I never do because that's why I don't let people into my business. You know what I mean? You don't let people in because you never know. People be jealous. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously. I can't speak on Peach. I'm not saying nothing about Peach. I don't know her family. I mean, she has called them on people herself. So it's no telling. One of her family members might have done this. So I don't know. I hope she don't because the revenge of the stuff that because she's called it on people, right? So we don't know, you know what I mean? Or her neighbors. I mean, we don't know what's going on in her house. So I don't know what she's talking about. It's not a telling what the heck is going on over there. I don't know. But she don't show it, I tell you that. These other mommies show they mess. Jasmine putting out premiere videos. Is Jasmine putting out premiere videos, y'all? Oh Lord. Okay, let's continue to talk about it. Her drug of choice is food. Yeah, food and gambling, right? Now she could probably now I'm telling you now, like if now okay, let's say if she was up against a custody battle or whatever, and she had like that addiction as far as I've never seen CPS come in and take a children because of someone eating food, you know what I mean? But how wait a minute now, however, gambling addictions, yes, 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 yes. So I mean she might want to be careful with that. I would not keep saying about a gambling issue. I would kind of like ixnay on the wix name. But yeah, I think her drug of choice is more so gambling, which I would recommend that she stops telling people that. I'm I'm drug tested and weighed every 3 months when I see my therapist is to check my levels of meds. Okay, that's different, girl. That's different, doll. Okay. Now I'm serious. Only time I've had a drug test, y'all, is when I was trying to go to get a job. You know what I mean? I passed those because I don't do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And when I have tried when I was wacky tobacco, y'all know what wacky tobacco is. Y'all know it's legal now. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about the plant. Pretty much it's like not herbs and stuff. I do herbs, but I don't do the wacky the back. I don't even do that now because it makes me paranoid. I don't even do that because it'll make you paranoid, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like feeling paranoid. I don't like feeling crazy. That did no. I like to feel happy. I'm a coffee drinker. I'll do some teas and herbs and stuff like that. In food, you know what I'm saying? Fruit and vegetable veggies, I don't do the other stuff, and I don't go gambling. I ain't want to spend my money. I don't even do a dollar lottery. I really need to start playing a dollar, playing a dollar. Give me like one of them lotto tickets or something so I can win some money, y'all. How you doing, Elle? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. All right, take your shoes off. How you doing, Crystals? I've never had to take one. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying for a job. to get hired at a job, they have you take them. But but of course they want to make sure you ain't faded, right? You don't want to hire nobody faded. And like when I had to file workman's comp, they had to make sure that I, because I got hurt on the job before. They want to make sure that I wasn't, so that's cool, yeah, I understand you, but that's your own, you're a grown woman. Look. That's, yeah, listen, ain't nobody judging that. Even if you had children, I mean, that's something somebody want to do. That's fine. I don't have no judgments. Listen, it's not hard. It's not crack. Crack kills. You know what I mean? It's a difference. You know what I mean? Um, so it's a bit of a difference. You know what I'm saying? Even if somebody want to have a glass of wine, even like with CPS, I had one when they was doing a home study, they was like, well, y'all don't have any, you know what I mean? It was asking us about, do we do any drinking or whatever. And if we did, they just want to make sure it's put up and they can't have the access to children. And they just want you to make sure that you have a normal life, what they consider a normal life. They ask you about that. I'm telling you, they do when they do home study, they do an extensive situation. They're like, well, do y'all have a lock on y'all bedroom door? I mean, they ask you some wild stuff. I'm telling you, and I'm like, that's kind of personal. But yeah, but on the terms of like, nah, they're not, nothing wrong with having a glass of wine here and there. I mean, they just want to make sure you're not no alcoholic. I mean, that's all. They want to make sure you're not no alcoholic and you're not gonna, drink. And if Peach decides she wanted to have a glass of wine or two, hey, she grown. You know what I mean? As long as them children taken care of and long as she can function, they're not gonna be tripping with her. And then the fact that she passed the drug test, I mean, come on, I don't know. I don't know. She might have some dysfunction. I know she's they're dysfunctional, but again, she don't put everything online. You know what I mean? Unlike my Jazzy life. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's happening between them, behind them doors. You know what I mean? It's all kind of egregious things might be occurring allegedly, but we don't know about that. But let me make sure. You know what I forgot to do? Let's get this going here. Make sure we understand that everything in here is allegedly, and of course we do fair use, copyright 1976, Copyright Act. And then we're under the section of 107. Of course, fair use for purposes, criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research purposes. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute, might otherwise be infringing, but it's not over here because guess what? We are covered. Okay, allegedly. We're going to say that for the chat too. Or be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Balance of favor, fair use. Okay, let's get it on. Okay, let's continue. Now, listen, people, we are grown. We are all grown up in here, or at least, again, I stated that, this is videos are not for children. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is not for children. So that's not what we're gonna do over here. Okay. So it's certain conversations that we can have because there's not children. Everything is alleged. Exactly. You tell them that. Including the chat, including the typing, where everybody typing. We call it now for the powers that be. We call our chat the parlor room. So either parlor room, aka the chat, is all alleged. Okay. All right. Now everything's alleged. Okay. Now. So again, we don't know what's going on behind them closed doors, but at the end of the day, she don't put out the type of stuff that my Jazzy Life put out. She don't put the type of stuff that Nakia put out. She don't put the type of stuff that Sky put out. Now I don't know what's happening. I can't say what's happening at her home. I'm not calling CPS on her family. Now I do cover her. So many people have called in on my Jazzy Life, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, well, they shouldn't have called, because I'm not gonna say, because I would be lying if I said that. But what I am gonna say is that I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's just a lot of weird stuff going on. Let's say that. There's a lot of stuff that she showed that she shouldn't show. If she don't want CPS in her life of any of these mommies, even Liv's life, all the stuff that they show and talk about, man, And then what I don't understand, she said all that stuff about her mama, Peach. You said all that stuff about your mama, but yet you had your mama over there babysitting. See, that's kind of weird. That's what I found that I found was like really weird and strange. I don't know. It's just something to think about here. Okay. Now let's continue.
I am not going through no mental health crisis. I am fully sane. I'm a very honest person. Okay, I just tell.
Okay, now this is when we get into the slippery slope, right? Some of the things that you say, like the mental stuff that you say, yeah, people will do certain things. I just, this is my thoughts here. If I were you, I would stop getting on here and saying, kind of acting, what is the word? Some of the things that come out of your mouth, if I were you, I wouldn't say, because it's so much going on here online, and you wouldn't want, I don't know, I just wouldn't want CPS coming into my life if I were you. You know what I mean? Um, I just think you got enough going on that you kind of, sometimes, in my humble opinion, you do sound a little mental. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest now. Look, don't be mad at me, y'all. But she does sound very mental at a lot of things that comes out of her mouth. And I'll be like, well, dang, why is she talking all like that? And she just definitely sounds a lot mental, right? So if I were you, I would be careful about that, because people, and sometimes it could be a situation where people are concerned. It's not always people are out to get some of these mommies. Sometimes people legitimately be concerned, because she gets a crying and stuff, and kind of wailing out and going through it, and it'll just be like, wow, is she okay? Let's do a check. And so you keep getting those checks. Eventually CPS probably will come out. So just think about it. I know you're doing a lot of this. You are doing for views, but you got to be careful. I'm just saying, it's just some things that just don't need to necessarily be said, right? It's one thing for you to get on her and talk about Wood cheating on you or whatever, right? Okay, that's not CPS matter. Okay, that's some marriage. Y'all need a marriage counselor, right? Or some type of a pastor come in there and lay hands on you or something. But if I was you, I just wouldn't come on her acting irate. You just kind of be acting irate a little bit. That's just my humble opinion. I mean, do y'all not agree with that? Does she kind of act a little weird? And so people will probably send people in on you and say, hey, this chick is losing her top or whatever, so y'all need to check in on her to make sure she don't have it. Because you know what, a lot of times some of these women and some of these people are going crazy, and you know what happens. We would hate to see anything happen to your children, or even a you, Peach. We wouldn't want anything, not that you are a friend or anything, but we do watch you and react on you, so we wouldn't want. Yeah, you do come off unstable. Thank you so much for rolling. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Thank you so much. That's what I'm trying to say. She needs a whole church to lay hands on her. Touched in the head, old folks would say. Exactly, old folks did say that. Now I'm just saying, for the record, if I were you, I would kind of stop acting like that, because you kind of have these like outbursts, and it's scary, you know what I mean? And we would hate to hear about anything happening to you, or you doing anything to hurt yourself or others. So you have to be careful. Wood don't come on her like that, you know what I mean? You do. And so it is a concerning factor. So I don't think everybody's calling in on you because they trying to be mean, or they trying to uh you know get at you revenge. And if they are, it's probably somebody that you done disrespected, because you have disrespected your whole entire family. And again, they may know something that we don't know, because we don't live with you, we don't live near you, we don't want to live near you, we don't want to be around you like that. We are just reacting, right? So just kind of be careful about that. I'm just gonna say that.
Tell the truth. I'm bluntly honest. People don't like it. The fact that people are going out of their way to try to get my kids taken away is hilarious.
Do you think that people are trying to get your kids taken away? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Maybe they just doing a check on you. I don't know. I don't know what people's intentions are. I know that the behavior that you display on her sometimes. Now, I'm not saying I've never necessarily seen you mistreat your children. Not saying that you have or not. I just say I personally haven't saw it. But again, y'all keep in mind, I've not been watching her that long. I've not been watching her. I've been watching her probably the course of since I've been reacting on her. I will watch it in reactors, but they don't play the whole. Most of them don't play the whole video most of the time. They just kind of take bits and pieces of it. But even then, I've never really saw that. I just seen you acting like weird, strange, deranged, unstable, as someone put it in here, as one of our crystals, one of our good crystals in here stated. And it's just, I don't know. Again, I would just be careful. I'm just telling you. I mean, just listen. Hear me out. Just you be careful about that. But I don't always think it's what you is. I think a lot of times these mommies always go to the y'all try to get my children taken type of thing, especially Jasmine. It's like, girl, Jasmine, you have done a lot. Look, I need to be looking at Jasmine. Are you serious, girl? I mean, I've never called. That's not saying that so many people have called. You know what I mean? So many people have called. So many people have called in on her. And it's I ain't gonna lie, I'm not saying I wish some of my children be taken, but they definitely need to step in and provide some type of service for her. I'm not talking about giving her money, but like really giving her parenting classes and just kind of keeping an eye on. She need a manager, right? She need a manager. Maybe if she had a manager, she could do better. And then the whole exploiting of children, I would tell her as a caseworker to like stop showing the children so much online. Like let them have a childhood. A lot of these children don't really have a childhood because they so much on social media where they don't even have time to really like do children things, because every time they turn around, she got a camera in their face. It's okay, a picture here and there, maybe a video just for you and them, and you can look back at it and show them like, look at you when you was little. But some of this is plumb ridiculous. Now we're not gonna play this game, y'all. And even on breaking on down to these 5 and 30 second clips, I think that's not bad either. And then especially gets really out of control when they get to doing these lives, and I'm telling you, be off the chain. Like even with me, it's like some of this live, like my son come in here and he'll start talking, but you don't see him. And if I am on camera, I'll try to flip it off real quick. I mean, I try my best so he don't, see him on camera. And you might hear him on occasion, and he might say like, share, like, and subscribe, and yes, do that, please. But you don't see my husband. Y'all might hear him say like, share, and subscribe, or hey, crystals, or something like that. But we're not too much doing that, right? We trying to keep that separate, right? I come on here, talk my junk, and then I get off. Okay. Now I try to work on videos, but at the end of the day, I do spend a lot of time with my children. My son, I mean, he's homeschooled here, y'all. So it's not like he's at school. He's here all the time. We're here. He's in my face. He's like attached to my hip most of the time. So anywho. Welcome, Roland. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Then she always obnoxious. To why things is transpire after she acts the way that she acts on the internet. Oblivious. I wanted to say obnoxious, but it's oblivious, whatever. Yeah, she's definitely oblivious to the way she acts on the internet. She does show out. I'm not saying she's a bad mother, but I'm just saying that yeah, she does a lot. She's very they always having to perform for the camera instead of being children. Exactly. That's the real. How you doing, Miss Michelle? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. But welcome to the Crystal Palace. I've heard that someone said her and Wood leaves all the children and the baby with their teen son to go watch for a very long time, allegedly. See, Amelia, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I spoke to you, Buzz. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. I want to make sure I spoke. Yeah, she does act oblivious. She kind of like be flipping out or whatever. Well, hopefully she doesn't do that, Amelia. I hope she doesn't for our sake and just get a nanny or something. So a responsible person, not the teen son, but trying to find a responsible person. I mean, this is like This is a whole new level of stuff, right? Um, so we have to kind of be careful, right? This is a different time for that. Maybe back in the day, maybe you could kind of, for a couple of hours, but nowadays, hell, it's to the point now where even with leaving a 12-year-old at home with some children, or leaving a 12-year-old by themselves, you can't even do that now. You got to have somebody there with that 12-year-old, drop that 12-year-old over somebody's house. You can't even do that no more. You used to be able to do that. You know what I mean? I had a friend when I was young, but that was back in the day. Our mother used to leave us at home while she at work, and we would just get donuts. She'll leave donuts for us, a whole bunch of food, and we'd just be cooking, and we would have dinner ready for when she got off of work, and then she'd go back out, and she'll leave, come back, chill with us for a minute, lay down, go to sleep, and then go back out and party or whatever she was doing. But the point is that, you can't do that nowadays. No, I would recommend that. I wouldn't even leave a 12-year-old. I wouldn't leave a 13-year-old. I wouldn't leave a 14-year-old. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's too much going on in the world, to be honest. Okay. This is different. Nowadays, it's like way differently. Now, it's just different, y'all. It is not the same time. Okay. And these children are built differently. Let's be honest. Like, no. Mm-mm. This world, for some of these children, the world will spit these children out, and you know they not like the children when I was coming up, or the children that was in the 90s, not the 80s children, not the 70s children. This is a whole nother millennium type of children. These are different type of children, so I would not recommend that. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Hell, I would leave a 14-year-old with somebody. I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you. Hell, 18, you might, girl, have your friend come over here with you. It's just too much going on. It's not always that, hey, you don't trust that child, but it's just too many crazy people out here. Yes, it's definitely a different time now. I'm telling you. It's just some things that I have to, even, having cameras all over the place. I'm telling you, I recommend getting cameras all over the house. I'm just going to recommend that, because you never know. It's not about that child, but it's about, people crazy.
It's to me, my kids aren't going to ever be taken away from me as long as there's breath in my body. I am of sound mind, able mind, able body, and able heart. I love my kids. The caseworker did let me know, like, I could refuse to take the drug test. I'm like, no, I'm gonna take it. I don't got nothing to hide. I can also refuse to speak to them. I told them numerous times, it's not their first time coming here. This is my first time showing you them here. I tell them every time y'all come, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna let y'all come in, do y'all thing. This time it was different because they went to my kids' school and spoke to my children without me present, which they're allowed to do. They can go to school. They don't need your permission. They can go wherever your kids are. Yes. Yes.
That's a lot. Ooh, that's deep. Now they get to go into your children's school without your permission. That's scary. That's traumatic. Ooh, girl, you peach. You got to be careful, girl. You got to be careful. Ma'am, you got to be careful. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know, y'all. So I'm just gonna tell you, I would be careful of that. I would definitely just cross your I's, dot your T's, because you don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke. Even in my tiny little town, it's not safe to leave children. It's not. You gotta be careful anyway. I mean, not even like a 12-year-old. You gotta be careful. I'm telling you.
You want me to read you a
That's why my grandson, I don't leave that. My grandson is 15 years old. We still don't leave him alone. You hear me? My oldest son is over there with him. He lives with my oldest son as well as my daughter. Somebody's always there, or I would even tell her to bring him over here, or we'll go over there and chill with him or whatever. I'm telling you, no, we don't leave him by himself. That's not true. Okay. And my daughter worked from home, so that should tell you something. She brought this on herself. Leo said she brought it up on herself. If they went to school, the school reported it, the staff or mandated reporters. Dang, rolling for real. I see certain things I don't know, right? I don't know everything, but I definitely have, I definitely understand how CPS work, because you all know why I understand. Not because I've had CPS because I was a bad mother, no, because we were expanded family, right? So, yeah, wow, for real. Do you think the school reported? Is that how you know the school report rolling? Interesting. Tell us more. Okay, let's continue. Can someone please bring me a cup of coffee? Yes, I got you. Yep, I got you a cup of coffee. I just made me some earlier. I got you. I made an extra cherry. There you go. You got it. All right. Here you go, Darla. I know. I'm drinking coffee right now. I told Darla I got old coffee. Do you want I got some non-dairy. Do you want it black? I got some non-dairy that makes it that adds a little sweetness to it. You don't even have to put no sugar or nothing in it. Just put this non-dairy creamer in there. Exactly. Tell her, L. That's what I said. I'm not I don't have to put the sugar in there. We got the non-dairy. I'm telling you, non-dairy, you don't even need the sugar, I assure you.
Story. One moment. Let me finish feeding your brother, then I'll read you a story, okay? I'm gonna read you a story. Let me finish feeding Phenomenal Amazing.
I don't, listen. Okay, can I be honest with y'all? I don't think it's anything wrong with naming your children names of meaning. I told y'all my son definitely has a name. His whole entire name, his first from his first name on down to his middle name on down to his last name. His first name means God chosen, I think, something like that. His middle name means prince, ruler. His last name means seeker of truth. Okay. So yes, it definitely all means something. So I'm not mad at her choosing names that mean something of substance, but I don't know. In my trip, it's just weird. I'm coming amazing, like phenomenal. Like I don't know, y'all. It's just I don't know. Again, I don't know. I mean, just I don't know. What's your opinion on that? In on my second cup already. I understand. Just some flavored creamer, no sugar. Okay, well, this is flavored creamer. It's non dairy, but it does have caramel. Okay, all right. The way she speaks to her children is so fake to me. You think so? If the staff at the school suspects anything, they don't need proof. They have to report it, and they can get a big in trouble if they don't. So you think so you think that like if they had came to our home, then that could have possibly be someone else just reporting it. But if they home only, but if they came to the school and the home, then the school reported it. Is that what you're saying? Those names were outrageous. Yeah, I just think it's just I don't know, y'all. I mean, again, yes, I like when children have names of substance that mean something. I think all names should mean something, right? I don't like made up names for children or people, you know what I mean? But I don't know. It's just those names. It's just it's just wild. I don't know. Good morning, Dr. Mira. Chad, I just hope they live up to those names. Gorgeous. Yeah, I hope so too. That's definitely I guess it's better than naming your children Mercedes or I don't know, a Buick. I mean, I don't know. After a car, I guess. I mean, okay, don't be mad at me, any Mercedes out here who follow me, but you know that, it's a car name, but whatever, I guess, you're priceless. I guess that means you're priceless or you luxury or something. I don't know, guess. She probably cussed those poor babies out in private. I hope not. I hope she doesn't, L. Grape Jelly, welcome to the Crystal Palace. Please remove your shoes. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? My crystal is shining, 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 shining. Yes, schools are required to report any suspected abuse or neglect. Yeah, but what I'm saying, yes, daughter, they are because they're mandated reporters. Really, technically, I am too, right? Anytime I see abuse, I'm supposed to report it or whatever, but we already know that CPS has been called on My Jazzy Life. CPS has even been called on Olivia. They've been called on all of these mommies, right? And what are they doing? Yeah, exactly. Uh not Buick. Well, I'm just saying. Moving in silence. No, you ain't gotta be sorry. I don't know. I didn't want to say that, moving in silence, but I kind of wanted y'all. Sometimes I be wanting y'all to say certain things so I don't have to say it and I can just read it so I don't seem like the bad guy. You said it not. All right. Okay. Moving. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. How you doing, Crystal? Crystal shining, 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 shining. Yeah, yeah. Those names are definitely something else unique, ridiculous. You say ridiculous. Okay. All right. Thanks
I'll
for
read you a story. So now for Amazing Life want me to read him a story, motherhood. So on top of all of the challenges within my own upbringing and
I'm gonna be honest with you, Peach. I see why your mama named you Peach. You do look like a peach. You, I mean, your face do look like a your face look like a peach. Your lips, you look like a peach. I could see why your mom named you Peach. I definitely can see that. You know, since I run a small rescue group, I'm checked and I would have to report suspicious abuse. Yep, I have animals and check on weekly. That I check on weekly. That's pretty interesting, Darla. You have to. I would really love to interview you one day, Darla. Well, we can kind of. I want to talk. I want to learn about like your life. You're very interesting. Look, I'm a volunteer in the foster grandparents program. I see and tell my teachers, but CPS stays in the school, right? hmm I'm a volunteer in the foster. Tell us about that program. I've never and of course you know I'm on this. I'm on the end of adoption, of adopting, and well before you can adopt, the children are considered in the foster care system. So they will call you a foster parent until you adopt the child, right? So I'm on that end of the spectrum, so I don't really know about the grandparent program, what have you. Um, 1 second here. Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the person that texted me. Thank you so much for the information. I really appreciate it because I got one hand on the mic and responding on the other hand. I just want to thank you for dropping me some information. I really appreciate it. That's interesting to know. Okay. Yeah, look, I'm a volunteer okay, I read that already. Okay.
trying to be a better mom.
I really want to know more about that grape jelly, as well as who else has something to say. Rolling. Yeah, y'all definitely dropping some information. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all keep dropping this information. I don't mind it. Thank you.
Than what what I got, trying to be a better parent than what I received, and just trying to like heal my own inner child. I got bitches on the internet with so much to say, even content creators bigger than me. And then on top of that, I have people steady calling CPS on me and telling other people to call CPS. It's just a lot. And the IRS and who else they called?
I mean, is she talking about what's that girl name? The one that eats. I said the eatery girl. What's her name? I can't think of her name, but the one that eats. Yeah, I'm gonna get off her in a few minutes because I gotta start getting ready. So this was the perfect video. hmm Dr. A, you don't have to share with us, but how long has it been taking you to adopt? Initially, I would say some years. I would say some years. Sometimes some CPS workers, they change so much, y'all. It's you get different caseworkers. You think you're gonna stay with this caseworker, and by the time you look up, either they quit or they get a promotion or they quit, or they quit, be loved. That's what I'm talking about. Or they quit, because like I told you, I give an example about one of the caseworkers that I had and why she quit, right? Um, so it took a while, but to be in the for the child to be in the home, probably it take. Let me just tell you this: it can take 6 months all the way up until a certain period of time. 6 months and a day. They normally try to wait 6 months that child has been in your home on a consistent basis, and then you'll be able to apply for adoption as long as there's not something going on where you can't, you know what I mean? Like, for example, like let's say a family member be like, I can take it, I'm kinship, I can take it, then they got to do a test on them, and then it's between you and that family member or whatever. So some cases like that, if it's not nobody objecting it, then you get it. All you gotta do is do what you're supposed to do what they ask you to do, and just make sure the child goes to school. Make sure that the child, just report everything. Like if you want to go out of town with the child, you gotta let them know you're going out of town and give them the address, telephone number, where you're going, and that kind of thing. So as long as you are honest, and you keep your house clean, and the child is safe in the environment, and the child is doing decent in your care, considering, because some of them children be off the chain, right? As long as that's happening, and then you go through a course of, y'all go through counseling. Yeah, you got to get, you go through what they call counseling services, where the child may need some type of counseling. So, for example, let's say that the child may have some issues with coping with being adopted because they were moved out of the foster system, and they having problems with being adopted because they knew that they knew their parents prior to them, and their parents were unfit. So it might be hard for them to cope with that kind of thing. It could be a lot of different reasons, but they do require you and them to get counseling, which is, I think, it's a great thing. I think it's a pretty good thing, though, to get counseling. I thought that was pretty good. I thought it was really helpful, I'm telling you. And then you got to take classes. See, the thing is, before you even can even adopt or foster, you have to take classes. They give you probably like, they call them RAPT classes, and you have to take those. And it depends on if you're fostering, you got to take more. And then they give you some classes where, I forgot what they call, but there's the other classes that, like, if you have been through some things, right? Most children in foster care have been through things. Some of them may not. Some of them may not even remember, or they was really young. And you have to go take these classes, and you have to take the extensive classes where they might have been through that, and you got to learn how to deal with children who have triggers. I'm telling you, and sometimes they'll come up out of nowhere. You don't know. Like, you might try to give them some peace, and they be like, they might pass out or run away, or try to run away because you gave them peace. I mean, you never know. I'm just giving an example. Because of they have certain triggers. So I'm telling you, it's not no joke. And that's why I said that. That's why they're really sensitive in removing children. Some cases are really extreme, like for example, angelic demonic soul, rather. In her particular case, they really had to. They didn't have a choice, you know what I mean, because it kept on, because it was on social media. They had no choice, right? My Jazzy Life, that they probably did some parent. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is my humble opinion. This is allegedly. I believe that she had to probably take some CPS classes online or something. I'm sure she had to. And I'm sure she had a caseworker that was going to sit with her, and she had a recommendation list. I'm almost sure of that, just by how she moved. But then she started right back, and you could see. Anyway, I ain't gonna go there, but you're welcome. Anyway, it's a lot of trauma classes, was what I was trying to say. That you have to take trauma classes, because you never know. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy. And then, let's say you already have children and family members. Sometimes family don't always accept adopted children. I didn't have that problem. But let's just say some families do not accept, may not accept you. Like, you might have older children, and it might be like a struggle for them. So you might want to get counseling for them. I didn't go through that. But still, sometimes it's hard to, bring a kid in. And it might be hard for everybody to accept that, I think if it wasn't for Jasmine's mom, those kids would have been gone, girl. I'm trying to tell you, because they had to manage her. They do manage. Her mama was supposed to be managing her, supposedly. You know what I mean? And then Philip's family too. I bet you they did. They definitely did a cooperation. But my Jazzy Life, but they don't listen. Like Cheryl said. Now Cheryl did admit. She said Jasmine don't listen to her. That's the first thing out of her mouth, right? But yeah, I agree with that as well. Let's continue.
Friend office and the secrets. Like, I'm not making this shit up. I cannot believe.
That's another reason why in doing YouTube, I definitely have a casework on. I have my casework on speed dial. I have a lot of other caseworkers. I know a lot of them, and so I just be like asking them, like, okay, what's the situation with I ask questions about CPS, with CPS, like what are the things that y'all look for as far, because I'm getting ready to start a YouTube channel, and by me starting this YouTube channel, and they're like, well, shoot, long as you know what I mean, they looked at me like, girl, ain't no big deal about that, but shoot, it is a big deal for me because I don't want no issues. You hear me? I don't want them issues. I don't want nobody calling in on me because I'm doing reactions on these folks. But I'm not mistreating my child. They can come in. I'm not doing anything. He don't have no welts on him. He eats. I mean, his little belly is big. It's big. He eats. I mean, he goes to school. His teachers see his room. You hear me? His teachers see his room. His room not nasty, dirty. His teachers see his room. They hear me. We talk. I text. If anything, they be like, "Oh, she get on our nerves." Cause I be on it. You hear me? I be on it. Making sure that they grade and do what they say they gonna do. And when he has issues, I just tell him, hey, he got issues, with the assignment, because you explained it to us better. My niece and whole family was checked before she could adopt. Yep, they go through an extensive background check. I wonder if that was because it was an international adoption. Nope. They do everybody like that. They supposed to anyway.
I cannot believe this is my life. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think some of this stuff you kind of perpetuated, some of the things and how you move, because some of these other family channels, they don't have CPS involved. Now, like, I don't know if y'all know about this one family channel, but see, they adopt most of their children. They probably got like a couple, like three biological children, crazy pieces and crazy middles. They're a family, supposedly family channel. Some of the stuff I be kind of looking at, like, I mean, it's not bad, but some of the stuff I just wonder, like, are they gonna do anything, or the children gonna do anything else besides YouTube? It's just sometimes it be almost a little bit exploitive. Some of the stuff that they talk about, like their adoption story, I think when they're young like that, I don't think they should talk about that. Let them grow up, and then y'all could talk about the adoption story. Like, I don't talk about my adoption story here on the YouTube platform. I think it's certain things I sure like, the process of going through it and everything like that. But I'm not gonna tell y'all about his life. I mean, that's what he went through. That's between our family. That's our family. We're not gonna do some. Not share certain stories with y'all. I even show y'all my adopted story, but I'm 50 years old, so it's a difference. I'm not gonna show his. So that's what I think is a little bit exploitive. But nevertheless, they're all on YouTube, and they show certain things. I just don't like the adoption. I think there'd be some of them be too young to share that. But other than that, I think that their channel's okay. I just wonder, why did none of the children, only one of them go to college, maybe one or two of them go to college. I'm like, well, I just don't want children to, have a backup plan, because social media is not forever, right? And yes, you can make money off of social media, but I think you should try to do both. If you're gonna make money off social media, also making money in doing something else as well, right? Having a backup plan, having a trade. I'm always believing in getting a trade. If you're not gonna go to college, at least go to trade school or some sport. I got trades up under my belt. The difference is we share with the crystals, not with everybody on YouTube. The difference is what we share with the other crystals, not everyone on YouTube. Yeah, I'm not getting ready to show you. I'm not getting ready. I mean, of course, if you go to my Instagram, like everybody else, I got a couple pictures up there, but I've kind of been slacking back on really posting so much of my kid, on here. I've been kind of mindful a little bit more since I started YouTube. I've really been kind of hanging back on sharing certain things, because I said, well, I don't want to do that, because I don't want to be exploitive, so a lot of my things on YouTube, I mean on social media, has been slack backed.
And then I know, like, they're gonna keep calling. She even told me that, like, they keep calling. But I am gonna pursue charges. She told me about how to get that process started. So you all still gonna go to jail. That's still the premises of this.
Well, I'm curious, how are you going to sue people from calling CPS and you don't know who is calling CPS on you? I don't understand that portion. Now, if you knew who was calling CPS and somebody is somebody coming forward saying, "Hey, I'm calling CPS on you," or what have you, or what? Um, for what? How you doing? Welcome to the Crystal Palace. These kids are smart. Who is going to get 100K in traditional college debt just not to even be able to afford the home? Coding, cyber security, or lucrative options now. I agree. For what? Something is a trade, though. It's still a trade. Listen, that's still a trade. Even if you go and get certified as a if you get certified as a you know cyber security something, AAA plus. You know what I mean? Something. I just think people need trades. It's not just about like just doing YouTube. Doing YouTube is not. Sorry, I know you. People can. Yes, you can make nice money, but you still got to have a backup plan. I'm always going to recommend that people what happens in the Crystal Palace stays in the palace. Yeah, and everybody else watching, right? Uh, but yeah, I mean, I still am going to recommend that people take on some type of a trade to make sure to ensure that they have something to back on. Because because like today the trend is good and tomorrow it won't be. You know what I mean? Think about how many some of the big YouTubers that have made over millions of dollars here on YouTube, and now they're not making as much now. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna always tell people to take on a trade. What have yeah, I already read that. Hi, yeah, for what? But I totally agree about raising these kids to do social media as well. These poor kids don't live outside of the camera, and it is quite sad to watch. Exactly. Yeah, and well, they don't have to go to college. I mean, they don't, you don't have to go to college, but God, for God's sakes, get a trade or get a business, get training in that business. Take some business classes that you can pay for just out of pocket. You pay for those out of pocket. You know what I mean? If you're making good money on YouTube, just pay for those out of pocket, or do something that they have free class. I remember this business class I took was like $50, right? Um, it's all kind of things that you can certainly do or whatever. I'm telling you, it will impact and save your life. It change your life. I'm telling you. If you learn a trade, learn how to be a plumber, learn how to, I mean, it's different things that you can do. You can even do your videos on plumbing. You can have like two different channels. You can have a channel where you doing your life, and then you have a channel where you just doing only plumber stuff. Boom, that's the income. You know what I'm saying? But you still a plumber. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. I'm just saying, for example.
And even with all of this going on, I still don't regret being a content creator. For any of you who like thinking about becoming a content creator and you're like, "Ooh, I don't want to deal with that." This ain't nothing. This is one of those things, what we call a small thing to a giant. If y'all think people calling CPS on me in an attempt to get my kids taken is going to stop me from doing content creation that provides for my children, where I make at least 20.
Yeah, plumbers do make money because that's definitely in need. Yes, absolutely. I'm just throwing some ideas out there, or even HVAC, right? Doing HVAC work, and then showing people. Like my husband watched those because my husband, that's one of his, without telling you his business, but he one of his trades. But they show you certain things on YouTube, and you don't think that those people making those plumbers and those HVAC and the different people who have different trades, they're not making money on YouTube. They making some good money on YouTube on top of whatever going in and fixing people's houses and whatever, what have you. Make some good money. I'm just saying I'd rather see that more. Um, Plumbers make good money. Depends on where you live. Pretty good money. Yeah, landscapers is changing to social media money. Should be saved and invested, but look at how Gregory McKay is. The boy is a super consumer like his mom. No one teaches them to save. How often she feeds those poor babies? I don't know. I don't know. Dr. A, what is the update on the mom with the kids that left her husband on the floor? I don't know. Oh, the last time we checked on her was she went trick. She still got him. I mean, you know, I don't know what's going on with the investigation, but I do know last time we checked on her was on Halloween. So I guess sometime today we can check back in on her. They went trick or treating for Halloween, and it was cold outside. They barely had clothes on. And we didn't get to, and what I was happy about, we weren't looking inside her trifling filthy house, so that was pretty cool. Just saying. I have a million ideas for a channel. I'm just too chicken to do it. Girl, you better do it. Make that money. The Canadian lady, yes, for what? The Canadian lady. The baby is guzzling that bottle.
$1,000. Oh my, y'all hoes, I try to rabbit ass mine.
He's hungry. He's like, please. He's like, feed me some more.
Keep coming to work. I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep being real, raw, and transparent. I'm gonna tell y'all when I'm having a good day. I'm gonna tell y'all when I'm having a bad day. I'm gonna get on this bitch and cry and talk shit about my husband if I feel like it. I'm gonna get on here and smile and tell y'all how much I love my husband when it's good. I'm gonna continue to show the good and bad. This is what I'm choosing until I decide, you know what? I'm gonna pull back the curtain. Right now, I don't feel that way. Y'all still gonna get real life with peach content.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think that this wraps us up. I gotta get ready so I can take my son to jiu-jitsu today. I'm really excited I get to come back and finish cleaning up my wonderful bowl, right? All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all chilling with me. It's been wonderful. It's been great. Make sure that y'all hit the like on your way out. Please like and subscribe for those that was on the fence. Yes, we do some pretty good content over here. Sometimes we get a little wild and crazy, and then sometimes we kind of like chill. Like today was a chill morning, you know. I mean, it was just too early to be like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to do all that. It's just so chilled. Just do it. You got this. I'm about make the leap myself. You should for what? You support me, I support you. You know what it is. A very unprofessional young lady. We just need to do it. Yes, you do. Yeah, sure do. Not to derail, but Lipstick Pimp has dropped Jazz T. Go check that out, girl. I would. Janae, thank you so much. No, you're not, girl. You can drop you get some content creators. I don't mind y'all talking about because I watch them, and some of them I don't necessarily know in that fashion, and I just don't want them to take it, you know, take it wrong. That's all. But definitely, yes, ma'am. You're not derailing. Thank you so much, Janae. Yes, Lipstick Pimp. We definitely gonna watch that. I'm definitely gonna watch that while I'm at the jiu-jitsu. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You can come in here and drop that tea. Yeah. Because didn't I ask about that, Janae? I was like, well, what's going on with Jazz? We kind of asked about that, right? Have a good day, everyone. All right, y'all. All right, Janae, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, and subscribe to here, please. We really, really appreciate you. Now, see you later, Darla. Yes, ma'am. See all of y'all later. I really appreciate y'all, okay? Darla, don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? For crying out loud. You have a good afternoon. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. We're about to leave, Ebony. Please watch the replay. Please go back and watch the replay. I need all the likes and reviews. I'm almost about to get a check. Y'all, come on, help me get a check, please. I will help y'all get a check. Help me get a check. I'm not asking y'all for money like my Jazzy life. Dude, for crying out loud. I'm just asking y'all to watch the video. Just let it run. Y'all could be cleaning up your house and listening to the sound of my voice and laughing or smiling or going, yeah, I agree with that. Or Dr. A, I don't agree with that. Whatever. Y'all could be chilling, okay? Hey, help a sister out. Help a sister out. Help a sister out. Please. What I got to do? I got to beg and plead for my... No, I ain't... You look. Just like it, okay? Just come on. Come on, Roland. Come on. Let's get this going. Y'all hear me? All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for tuning in.
You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay. Cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand.